If you don't have many friends, if you feel different in groups, if people keep looking at you and saying, "You've changed," pause for a second. What if the problem isn't you? What if you've simply outgrown the spaces you used to fit in? Today, I want to show you 5 signs that people who walk alone aren't broken. They're rare, and most people will misunderstand them. We live in a culture that worships attention, followers, likes, invitations, popularity. If a lot of people know your name, the world assumes you must be doing something right. But history shows something different. The people who change their lives, the people who build, create, transform, often spend long seasons by themselves. So what about the ones who don't blend into crowds? Who don't feel at home in group conversations? Who slowly pull away? Are they flawed? Or are they developing strengths? Most people are too distracted to build. Here's the truth. People who are comfortable walking alone are usually the most self-aware, emotionally sharp, and impossible to shake. They're not alone because they're damaged. They're alone because they're built different. Let's break down their 5 traits. Number 1, they validate themselves. They don't need the room to clap. They don't wake up trying to calculate how to be liked. They are done shape-shifting. No pretending. No performing. No editing their personality to make others comfortable. They live by a quiet rule. If I have to become someone else to belong here, then I don't belong here. Read that again. If they choose to spend time with someone, it's not because they fear being alone. It's because something feels aligned, healthy, mutual, real. They would rather sit by themselves in peace than abandon themselves for company. And that kind of self-respect? Most people never reach it. Number 2, they are deep thinkers. Solitude doesn't intimidate them. It feeds them. While others run from silence, they enter it. This is where they review their lives, where they replay conversations, where they notice patterns, where they grow. You'll find them walking without headphones, writing thoughts down, asking big questions. Who am I becoming? What do I want? What needs to change? They're not antisocial. They simply have no appetite for shallow connection. They would rather have one honest conversation than 100 meaningless ones, because depth creates transformation. Noise just kills time. Number 3, their boundaries are unbreakable. This one changes everything. They would rather disappoint you than disrespect themselves. Let that sink in. They are no longer available for manipulation disguised as friendship. No more tolerating gossip. No more absorbing negativity. No more saying yes while meaning no. And when they walk away, people often call them cold. But what really happened? They finally chose peace. Not having friends is sometimes painful. But sometimes, it's proof of growth. Because they understand something life-changing. You cannot heal in the same environment where you learn to bleed. So they leave. Not with hate, but with clarity. Number 4, they are extremely intuitive. They read energy faster than words. They can feel when something is off, when someone is pretending, when envy hides behind a compliment. They catch the micro-expressions, the tone shifts, the forced laughs. They're not paranoid. They're observant. And after being burned a few times, they promise themselves something. I will never ignore my intuition again. So now they are careful about who gets access to them. Not everyone gets their time. Not everyone gets their vulnerability. Not everyone gets their presence. Access is earned. Number 5, they are evolving rapidly. Growth is lonely. Not because you want to leave people behind, but because growth changes your frequency. New habits, new standards, new boundaries, new self-worth. And suddenly conversations that once felt normal feel exhausting. Places that once felt exciting feel empty. People who like the old version of you feel uncomfortable around the new one. They say, "You've changed." And they're right. You did. You stopped betraying yourself. You started choosing better. You began respecting your future. Here's the powerful line. You are not hard to love. You are hard to control. Understand this. Every upgrade in your life will require a season of separation. Athletes separate. Leaders separate. Creators separate. Isolation is often the classroom where identity is rebuilt. So if you feel alone right now, it might not be punishment. It might be preparation. If you walk solo, maybe it's because you are becoming someone rare. Self-governed, reflective, disciplined with your energy, led by intuition, and you are moving so fast toward your future that your past can't follow. But listen carefully. This does not mean you will end up alone forever. It means from now on, the people who enter your life must meet you at your level. Respect, depth, honesty. No more auditions for belonging. If you felt this in your chest, if this describes your journey, write in the comments, I walk alone, but I'm strong. Like the video, so others who are growing can find their people, and subscribe, because this channel isn't made for the crowd. It's made for those who are becoming more.